Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Okay, wait. Whew. Got a little bit out of my routine there. A little bit. Sorry about that. Armadas on the screen. Yes, G6 Armadas. Now, I have talked about them a little bit more as they related to the Vindicator, and did I do another? I feel like I did another video, but it's possible I forgot. But at the same time, I have learned a few more things since then. You can see here I'm in the 62 system, and I have my Rotaran here, and my Dideridex is on its way to a 65 system. Yeah, I'll show you that in a minute, but just going over the crew here, I have what I say is the second best Armada crew. Now, I know it's up for debate, and how many of you like the Jas and Toli. They're nice, but as far as overall killing, I think a Cisco-led crew and then the Chakotay-led crew is the best. Factoring in bonus loot, that's kind of a separate tactic. Fairly straightforward here with who's in there, and below deck guys, I do have Paris, and that's about it. I did not bring that many people because I do kind of want to demonstrate how relatively easy they are. Some of you might think, oh, it's G6, they're going to be super hard. They're really not. Fighting the Armadas themselves is not what's difficult about these things. What is the more difficult thing is, let's say, the warp range, the warp times, and yeah, when you get high enough into G6, of course they're in the fucking hazard systems. Yeah, I hate that shit. And yes, I did wait till Thursday so I could do this during the Vindicator event, and I'll show you my process, how I do that event, and then we'll go over a few battle logs of that. I'm just showing you some of the smaller guys first. Stupid mouse. Just change the batteries on this damn thing. Alright, 62 Uncommon Armada. Didn't do a whole lot of anything to technically an inferior ship. Because this is a 60, it is a maxed, so maybe it's not necessarily inferior because a maxed G5 Epic is about what level of operations? 61, 62-ish, I guess. Relatively easy. Now, here, going to this 65 system. Yeah, kicking it up a notch. You can see this is a hazard system. Yay, hazards. There are uncommon, rare, and epic for these. I'll go over where they are in a bit. I'm not going to do any of those because somewhat limited on those start tokens. But of course you got to pick which one is higher loot because they're not all the same. Now, you can see I'm losing hull. Yeah, because hazards. That's awesome, isn't it? Speed that up. We'll see how I'm taking this down. Now, with the Dideridex here, I specifically left Neelix off, especially with the Dideridex, getting the burn, increasing the shots, and then you're also repairing some of your hull. You're also doing some hull damage. I didn't want to put that in here because I wanted to show you with minimal crew setup, so to speak. You can see how it's relatively easy to take down. See, I even have Grush here. Yeah, you can put Grush on your G5 Epics and get to a lot of systems out here. See, I'm getting to a level 65 system. So can you skip the G6 uncommons? You can. Absolutely. You see right here? Just killed a level 65 Armada in a hazard system pretty easily. Take a look at who is below. I do have several below. I do have Tendi, Harry Kim, Odo, That's Rutherford, there's Troy, and there's Badgie. Badgie for the win. Again, no Neelix. Putting a burn on the battleship would help a lot. But, oh, that's not the button I wanted. It's relatively a nice takedown. But if you can look, start at what? Stop moving so fast. I still can't see that. What is it? 229. Start at the battle anyway. Starts about 2.29 billion hull. End up with 1.94. That's 350 million. It only takes 350 million from my hull. And I got more than 2 billion. The hazards do more damage to you than the stupid ass Armada. So yeah, the Armadas are easy. It's the other shit that's hard. Again, warp range, but that's what Grush is for. And yeah, that's what I did. I mean, I even grinded the hostiles. Threw Grush on there, came out here. I do have a G6 uncommon, and it's a material dump. And it's only tier 3. Alright, now, well, I guess technically I've been using the directives for this event. Now, something between Thursday's Armada event and yesterday's Armada event, they're a little different. Dimensional breach, as it's worded, defeat the Armadas. Bonus points for using Vindicator. Now with, where you at? This is in the final weapon. The final weapon SMS. It's spend the directives. Yes, okay, it's spend one uncommon Armada directive. Well, they're G6 solo directives. They don't count here. Why? Good question. They don't. But the G6 Armadas do count for today's. It'd be nice if they counted for yesterday's, but they don't. Alright, so do I run rares? Yes, occasionally. Does depend on where I'm at with credits and where I'm at with directives. I'm running pretty short on, I know what I wanted to get to first. I do go to the 68 system for my Armadas. Or, yeah, one of them. They start here, I mean, at least in Federation space. They start with the 61, and then there's commons here in the 62 that I was just at. And then it goes to rare. This system right here. And then the epics are, the epics here in this hazard system. Yeah, that's cool. And then they start pretty regularly going into the hazards. So you get a few levels where you don't have to mess with hazards for your Armadas. And then you start getting to mid G6, and then you got to mess with hazards. Hey! You get commons there. 65 rares into 66. Epic 67. And then you start all over again. The 68s are going to be uncommon. The 69 going to be rare. And the 70 going to be epic. Make sense? Everybody follow me? Yep. So I do feel it was kind of important to tell you that pattern, because that is kind of how it is in some of the other grades as well. Alright. Now really, there are a lot of things I don't like about the Borg Cube or this game, but getting the, what do they even call it? The Transwarp cell here, which is free to play in Alliance tournaments. I did do a video on it. Has really changed my mind on the worth of the Borg Cube. So, I really like it now. It's what I use all the time now. It's really fun to get there. You just press the button to go to the system and you're there. Now, I could usually only do 4 of these in this system, and because somebody else is running Armadas in here. Hey, asshole! I'm trying to do a video here. You're ruining it. Ruining it. Bastards. Alright, well, because the spawn is shit, let's leave for a minute. So that hasn't changed. The spawn times of these armadas. Nope, they haven't changed at all. You would think with armada speed-ups, let's give them more armadas, you know. The Borgs, yeah, that Borg loop, that Borg Armada, those Armadas spawn real quick. Why can't they do that in other places? Because they hate us. It's the best guess, because why wouldn't you? So, that's annoying. I guess I could go to another faction space. See if there's anybody over there. Is it the system? No, it's be this system. I don't usually grind Federation rep. So that's why I kill the Federations. Let's come over here. We'll just run this one. They're all the same. I really do want to get through 4. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. And that should finish my event, too. Usually it does. I am 66, and the milestone is for a 66, so hitting the 68 gives me a little bit extra points. The really bad thing about this is the hazard systems just do so much damage to you. You really got to hurry if you want to do 4. If I don't hurry, then I can only do 3, which is shitty in my opinion, but whatever. I mean, I like that you get 3 tokens a day, 3 start tokens. If I forgot to cover that, oh well, my bad. Yes, you get 3. Yes, go to the circle, asshole. Bitch. You get 3 start tokens every day. Uncommons. Which is nice. It's much better than, getting 1 a week. But at the same time, I feel like I'd rather the payouts be times 3. And you give us 1 start a day. Because I don't feel like coming up in here every day, 1 trip, doing 3 armadas. Because you did. Because the hazard system killed you. It's still stupid. I don't care what anybody else says. It's stupid. I hate it. I don't get why the system, still at this point, I'm at level 66. The systems do more damage to me than the damn armadas. It's fucking dumb. And part of it is, yes, I'm using the Borg Cube. You can see I have 90% resistance. Well, with Develop, I thought I had like 105 or 150. I guess because it does depend on what hazard type, because there's multiple hazard types. And I guess I get more for... Oh, there's 140. 140 for the Velux here. 90% for the Borg Cube. Because it's radiation. Because of course there's different types of hazards. Fucking bastards. And what they really have done is, because we hated it so much, ignored it. Didn't improve it at all. We're just going to stop messing with it. Okay, cool, thanks. You're not going to add more hazard resistance in there somewhere? No. Oh, okay, cool, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much. You wonder why I make so many videos and just cuss your asses out all the time. Because you're assholes. They don't like the hazard system because the hazard systems keep blowing them up. We're just going to ignore it then. Fine. We won't make more content for your hazard. Yeah. Take my ball, go home. Yeah, it really just screws us over. Whatever. Let's check out the battle logs. Well, again, too fast. That started at what? 10.9? 10.9 went down to 10.2. And that was the first Armada I killed with the Borg Cube. $13 billion. $13.7 billion. I lost almost $3 billion. Yeah, $3 billion before I even bought the Armada. And of course, the Borg Cube apparently has no resistance. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Bastards. Just barely got this one off. What did I start with? 1.47 went down to 77.8. Yeah, so I lose about what? 700 million during the Armada, which isn't too bad, I guess. So I could probably run 13, 15 of these Armadas if the hazards didn't exist. That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, so I don't have to run 3 a day. I can wait 5 days and then run 10 of them or something. Excuse me. Nope. Can't do that. That's why I have a shit ton of uncommon Armadas. And I don't have that many rare epics because I don't do this shit often enough because I fucking hate it. Because I got to deal with this hazard bullshit. I hate hazard bullshit. And no, none of my chests are available yet. Because I do pull the rare and the uncommon regularly. I don't even have any epic. I don't do them. Because I don't want to do them. Because I don't want to deal with fucking hazards. Yeah? Am I getting less shit than I would normally? Yeah. I don't really care right now because I don't like hazards. It's bullshit. Especially when they make the Borg Cube and it's like, your Borg Cube is supposed to be your best and fanciest ship, but we're not going to give it any extra hazard resistance like we do with the faction ships. Oh, okay, cool. So go fuck myself. Okay, cool, thanks. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Let's go over the crew of the Borg Cube since I went over the crew of the other ships. This is what I'm using here. Yeah, straight loot crew. Alright, now maybe I have Totally and Dejaz up there a little high, so they do have some combat ability. Sure. Who do I got below? I got Neelix below, Torres below, Doctor below. This is Vale, and then this is actually, what's his name? New Bones. Got New Bones down there, because Paris was on another ship. Worked just fine. I wonder if actually, that's a good question. Did it work out just fine? 84.5 million, and I mitigated 46. Ooh. That's, I would have taken less damage had I used Paris. I didn't get quite to max mitigation because New Bones isn't as powerful. Well, that's good to know. He's not as powerful yet, anyway. He will be at one point. That's fine. I still did my 4. Which is all I can really do because, yeah. Fucking people and their fucking hazard shit. Alright. So let's wrap this video up. Yes, G6 Armadas, they are solos. Doing them, it's different for what events they count for. As I said, the Zin Deep SMS solos don't count. The directives don't count. Killing them doesn't count. Why? Yeah. Awesome. That's why. Do they count for Vindicator? Yes, they count for the Vindicator. They are labeled as Federation Armadas. So any other kind of event that gives you points for killing a Federation or a faction Armada, yes, the G6 solos will count. But again, the spending the directives thing, it's only going to count if it specifically says spending the G6 solo directive, whatever the fuck they're called. Let me go find them for you. Because they look... Well, they look like the regular faction ones, except they got the I in there. Or is it a Roman numeral 1? Yep. Scrolling through this useless shit in here. Here you go. Oh, I do have 16,000 of the epics. Galactic Solo Directives. That's what they're called. Galactic Solo Directives. Yeah. Okay, boss, whatever. And really what I wanted to go through and tell you in this video was that the Armadas themselves are easy. They're just as easy as any other any other Armada at its level. Okay, sure, they're more powerful than a level 50 Armada. Right. But they're not so much more powerful at 61 that it's not appropriate for that player level. The strength of these Armadas are appropriate for their level. Some of us are just more powerful than the average player at the level, I guess. Maybe there's just so much research and shit. That's really what it is. But really what gets you is the times to get out here, the warp range can be kind of tricky. Look, if you got G6 ships, you should be fine. But again, I suggest trying to skip the G6 uncommons. They have a whole lot less crew slots, which makes them weaker. Their firing patterns are wonky as shit. I just think their damage isn't high enough. It's about as high as a maxed G5 epic. They have a fuck ton more hit points, which no, doesn't help you in a hazard system because the hazard takes damage off percentage base. Cool. So having bigger hulls doesn't actually benefit you. Awesome. That's really where the Armadas start to get you because too many of them are in hazard systems. They start at 64. Yeah, the first round of epics, and then everything after that is in a hazard system. Wonderful, isn't it? Yeah. Makes you wonder why we're not getting more hazard resistance. Now, there are more researches once I get to 67 and 68 and whatnot, and we'll see if by time you get to 70, there's enough resistance. Why the hell there's not more hazard resistance bullshit in the mid-60s? A little bit off topic there, but whatever. Comment below, have you messed around with these G6 Armadas? What is your opinion of them? Do you like the loop itself? I do like the loop. I do think that it does math out well how many you kill versus how much credits you're getting, and then therefore how many chests will you be able to open at a time. What I don't really like, well, the number of directives you get daily. Do you think 3 is nice, or would you rather it be more 1 or 2 a day? So it's not implied that you do 3 or 4 Armadas a day. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.